Yeah.
Hi, my name is Burju Perez, and I am the co-founder and designer for a company called Burju Shoes, which is a high fashion and comfortable line of dance shoes geared toward Latin and ballroom dancers.
All right. First question: what would you say are the pitfalls of starting up a new small business?
Um, well, businesses in general require some sort of investment. It could be in the tens of thousands of dollars. So obviously that can be tough for some people to come up with. Either they have to have that saved up, or they might have to go to a bank or some other financial institution to ask for the money to borrow. Statistically, most small businesses, lose money for the first 5 years. So you have to be prepared to hang in there while that's going on until you can start gaining a profit. And in general, just it's challenging now to have a product that's either unique or better than what's already out there. So it requires a lot of research and creativity to come up with something unique enough to reach the masses of people that are already desensitized to almost everything.
All right. Second question: what's the driving force behind your new business, and what keeps you going?
The driving force behind my business, let's see. I think it's creativity, ingenuity. We went after a market that was, or a niche that was smaller. We didn't do what everyone else was doing. We went for something that was very different by offering something very fashionable for dancers, especially dancers that are not necessarily competitors or professionals, but enjoy it as a hobby or as a social thing. So we thought, why not give them a fashionable way to express themselves on the dance floor. So for me, the driving force is that creativity, that opportunity to build something where no one else was building before in our industry. Everyone was doing something for the performer or the competitor, and it was very basic. What keeps me going is I just enjoy being creative. I enjoy being my own boss. I enjoy the potential flexibility in our schedule. Granted, you are married to your business. It's like your other spouse, your mistress, or your other child, whatever you want to call it. But the rewards of being in a profit versus a wage system is higher, because we have a chance to obviously make more as profits grow, our income grows. Whereas in a wage system, there's limits. Until you get that promotion that everyone's after, you may not get, extra income. So it's nice to have the flexibility to grow into unlimited potential income.
Question number 3: how would you describe your strengths and weaknesses?
Let's see. Our strengths, we are definitely approaching things in a different way than normally has been done in the dance industry. We're learning a lot from just the fashion industry and bringing that into the dance industry. And I think that's a strength, because nobody's thought like that in the past. Our marketing, everything that we've done has been very much like it would be if we were doing it in a fashion magazine or on a runway show. And nobody took dance footwear that seriously. Everyone just took a picture of a shoe and put it on the table and expected it to sell. We've endorsed some of the most famous dancers in the world champions. And that's made us very strong, because it's elevated our name beyond my personal fame as a dancer myself. So those are definitely strengths. Some weaknesses, I would say just learning to delegate and get outside of ourselves, not hold everything, try to do everything ourselves, because the business has grown. What started as something that was supplemental income to our dance and entertainment business has now become our main business, and we're experiencing great growth, but we have to find the right people to help us, people that are smarter, sometimes even more creative than we are, to help the business grow. Because if we are naive enough to think that we can do it all ourselves, then we're going to go nowhere.
All right. Question number 4: where do you see your business in the next 5 years?
in the next 5 years, I see our business going mainstream and becoming a brand, not just Burju shoes, but the brand Burju, expanding potentially into. Right now, we focus mostly on ladies' fashion. We do have some men's stuff, but getting more into the men's stuff, getting into commercial footwear, meaning not just dance footwear, but stuff that you would wear on the street, where, again, marrying the fashion and comfort, because just like dancers didn't have fashionable shoes, people that wear high fashion shoes don't have comfort. So finding the marriage between the two and putting out a unique product, and then diversifying into apparel, accessories, maybe fragrances. So in the next 5 years, I see it being a multi-million-dollar company, potentially moving out of our home office and having a nice, maybe a boutique or a flagship store. But we'll continue to be mostly an online e-commerce business, and just have a good time along the way, hopefully.
And how do you market your product?
Well, currently, since this business started as a means of supplemental income to our primary business, we kind of were on a shoestring budget. Most of our investments went towards the product. We have to buy the shoes and manufacture them in order to sell them. Our marketing budgets were limited, so we sought very inexpensive, or free in this case, social networking, which is obviously the hottest way to get your product out there, and word of mouth. And we use distributors as kind of network marketing technique, where we basically wholesale our product out or get others to distribute our product and kind of build this tree or web, if you call it. And it's been quite successful. So we only imagine that once our budget grows and we actually do even some traditional forms of marketing, it will only add to the success that we've already had. And
last question. Any advice that you would give to people who are thinking of starting a business, small business?
Ooh, I would say on the business end, have really good credit, save some money. On the creative side, really try to do a lot of research and find something unique or better that's already out there than what's already out there. And as far as just having success, finding the right people, always surround yourself with people that are smarter, more creative. Whatever you can find, it's worth it, because they're the ones that are going to really take your business somewhere.
Thank you.
You're welcome.